Hi everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day today. I stopped by Mike Morgan Hyundai here in Shreveport, Louisiana. This is the 2024 version of the Hyundai Elantra. It's the SEL trim level, and I say 2024 version because there are some changes to talk about. Let's dig in and see what those changes are. And I'll leave a link down in the description of the video to this exact model on the Mike Morgan Hyundai website in case you're interested in buying. One of the changes is going to be found right here with the LED lighting. That's going to be standard across all trim levels with the headlights, with everything here. That is good. And the front end being redesigned, you'll notice that the headlight housing has narrowed down. I wonder how it would have looked had the lighting continued all the way across here. Just a thought, it looks almost like it should just with the way everything is designed. And then you have this trim piece right here that works its way across. It just seems like there should be something there besides a piece of trim. It doesn't look bad, it really looks very nice, but that's what it is. And a lot of very sharp angles, and something that I really like here is the fact that everything is functional, whether it's this upper grille that has a very nice look to it. It looks sporty. I'm going to say it even has a little bit of an aggressive look to it. What do you think about that? Maybe more sporty than aggressive? I don't know. Tell me what your thoughts are on that. You do have active air curtains. Hopefully I'm giving you the right angle to see that the air is indeed passing through the front end. So that's always good. You can see where it comes out right here. And then the sharp lines. I really like what's done right here. Gloss black in this area. I don't think it would have looked as good if this was all gloss black. Everything, you have some flat black or matte black, depending on what you want to call it, in different areas, but it seems to be in the right places. So overall, the front end really meant to give this model a wider and lower stance. So it looks, well, more sporty or maybe more aggressive. And we'll work our way around to the rear and take a look at the changes there. And you still have the nice sharp lines back here. You can see how everything looks with the tail lights and the Elantra logo and the Hyundai logo. But when we work our way down here onto the lower portion of the bumper, I think you're really going to start to see the changes right here. And one thing that I will say that I like here, it's not gaudy looking for this particular model. I think it fits. You have kind of a bit of a look of a rear diffuser right here. It's not meant to be a rear diffuser, but it still has a clean, sporty look to it. And I like how you're going to see a little bit of a breakup with the exterior color, with the color on the shark fin antenna, and then these darkened windows definitely help things to stand out. Now, in this particular day, under the conditions we have, it's overcast, you can really see the body lines. And while there's no changes where that particular area is concerned, the lines are very nice, but I always feel like white kind of hides that a little bit. And as we look down here at the wheels, these are 17-inch wheels. There are new wheel designs for 2024. So very interesting to see what Hyundai has done. Now, other than that, those are basically the major changes on this particular model. Now, if you go with the Elantra N, there are going to be additional changes with that. We'll focus on that when we get our hands on that particular model in a future video. One way or another, whether you go with the SEL or maybe you go hybrid, you're going to have solid gas mileage numbers. Let's talk a little bit more about what's under the hood of this particular model. Under the hood, the 2-liter 4-cylinder. And for those who are saying, you know what, Tom, I'm looking for a reasonably priced vehicle that's going to give me great gas mileage, but I don't want a hybrid. This is a good option for you. 147 horsepower and 132 pounds-feet of torque. And there are people out there who will definitely say, you know what, I don't need a lot of horsepower. I don't need a lot of torque. This will work for me. I'm not trying to go out and win races on the street. It's mated to an intelligent variable transmission. Sounds better than a continuously variable, doesn't it? One of the advantages to that lower horsepower and torque is going to be found with your MPGs, or potential at least 31 city, 40 highway, 34 combined, and potentially, depending on how you drive, 2.9 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. And let's talk about cargo capacity. So we're going to open the trunk right here And talk about what you have. 14.2 cubic feet of cargo space. And some of this cargo space is taken up right now, so I can't show you as much as I might want to here. But I can sure show you how things look maximized. So there are your releases for flat or lowering the rear seats. Boy, did I get tongue twisted on that one. My brain just messed up and everything went wrong. There we go. We lowered the rear seats without twisting that up, unlike my tongue. But this is how you maximize your cargo capacity. And the seats are, well, relatively flat, not completely, but they don't have such a sharp angle that I think it's going to be a problem as far as your overall space goes. And with everything in the trunk area, I won't be able to show it to you right now because it's just hard to do one-handed, but you'll just have to take my word for it. There is a spare tire and all the tools needed to change the tire if you need to put the spare tire on underneath the floor in the cargo area, the trunk area back here. So let's talk a little bit about what your rear seat passengers are going to find. And you'll probably see some wrapping paper like this and different things, little pieces of plastic and stuff like that around the vehicle that I missed when I kind of unwrapped this thing. It just came in and it hadn't been PDI'd yet. Comfortable armrest, reasonable size door bin, and a very nice sporty looking interior. Some people will tell you that cloth interior is antiquated. Other people will say, hey, that works for me, no problem. You also have the fold-down armrest with the cup holders built in right here. And while you don't have air conditioning vents back here in the rear seating area, in an interior of this size, I don't think that's too big of a deal. But what you will find back here are a couple of USB ports and a little bit of storage right here. Not really a storage pocket, but a storage net on the back of the passenger seat. And nothing out of the ordinary here, but on most vehicles, you're going to find that the door bin and the armrest on the front doors are going to be a little larger. In this case, yep, definitely the same thing. And nice design here. As far as the contrast stitching goes, it would be nice to maybe see a different color that really makes that stand out on this SEL trim level. But that's what we have here. And you can see the door bin right here, a little larger. Now on this SEL trim level, you're going to find a manually adjustable driver and passenger seat. But keep in mind, $27,295 is the price. So, not bad. You still get a lot of great features. A little bit of storage right here. I'm sure you could store a lot of different little things that are narrow. And here's some more of that plastic that I missed unwrapping the car earlier. But you can see that you have plenty of space within the center console. And I guess you could use this, your passenger could use this as an oh crap handle when you drop the hammer on 147 horsepower. But one thing that might be a little bit of a surprise for the price point in the trim level, can you see it? I hope it's showing up well on the screen. It's a wireless charging pad. That's pretty good for this price point. And a conventional style shifter. Anybody who doesn't like the push button shifters should be smiling right now. And you can see some of the one-touch buttons here. You smart folks likely know what they are. Now you will find a little bit of gloss black here in the interior, but I don't think it's in a bad place, so you shouldn't have to worry about fingerprinting issues or anything like that. And the center console. Space that fits the car, we'll say. And then we'll have everything up here to control. Well, there's your conventional size sunroof. It slides and tilts open. Here's how you're going to do that. And you can see what else is here. Obviously, you have the lights and other features here as well. And nothing out of the ordinary here, but I'm going to show you what's here anyway. You can see the controls and the switches here. That way you can adjust your power adjustable side view mirrors. And we'll reach up here and hit the push button start. A very nice and well laid out instrument cluster, and depending on your trim level, well, you can have the built-in cameras into the side view mirrors, and that means when you turn on your blinker, those cameras come on. Not in this particular case. You still need to use your blinkers regardless of what is or isn't there. But you can see the 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster, that flickering effect you see right there. Maybe nobody's ever told you why you see that in some of these YouTube videos. It has to do with the camera that I'm filming with. There's a few different versions. This is a GoPro Hero 10 that's doing that. You'll see that a lot. That's not really happening, is the reason I say that. And the 10.25-inch touchscreen. A very modern look. And while there's no changes for 2024, that's not a bad thing because you still have a lot of great features here. Built-in navigation or map. Let's see if I can get that to come up. There we go. So I can show you what is there. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto also here. A lot of very simple to learn and simple to use features. And I'll go into reverse and show you what you have with your rear view camera. You have a couple of different views here depending on what you need to see, and your trajectory lines right there to help guide you in to wherever you need to go. And one thing I've always liked about these modern Hyundai models is that you have a little bit of a unique look to the steering wheel. Just something that sets things apart. It's not just typical. I think that's always a good thing, and a lot of people like that. Over here, we're going to find the control for the headlights. You have the likeness of your Elantra sitting there in the middle of the dashboard. And when you turn the lights on, well, you know what's on because you see the indicators coming on there, the information on the dash. And here's how you control everything over here for the windshield wipers. And how about drive modes? You saw that button right there earlier. What are the drive modes? Well, let's see what happens when we change driving modes. We're now in sport mode. There is smart mode. We started in normal. In my opinion, I think smart mode looks best as far as the dash goes. Tell me what your thoughts are. Everybody has their views and opinions. And here on this particular trim level, on the SEL trim level, dual zone climate control and heated seats. Definitely not something I'm interested in using today. We're still in the 70s on October 26th of 2023. That's going to change in a few days, but still a little warm. Not as bad as it was during the summer, but an overall nice sporty look. The interior is comfortable and feels really nice. Now, I will say this. You might notice, for those of you who are familiar with Louisiana, you're supposed to have an inspection sticker right here. That's part of the vehicle having just come in, and my getting my hands on it as quickly as I did. It hasn't been through what's called the post-delivery inspection just yet. That's usually where all of the tape and everything is taken off of the exterior and interior, and everything's basically unwrapped, and the vehicle has the inspection sticker. So we can't do a test drive today, unfortunately, because of the lack of that inspection sticker. Yes, I know that's ridiculous, isn't it? It's just a way for the state of Louisiana to make money, to make sure that our vehicles are worthy to drive on a lot of roads that are not worthy to drive on. You've probably seen those memes on Facebook. So, tell me what you think about the 2024 Hyundai Elantra with a sticker price of $27,295. Do you get the right features for that price? I'm curious to know what you not only think about that, but also about the changes to this model for 2024. So leave your comments, tell me what your thoughts are, and tell me why you answered the way that you did. I do want to say a special thanks to my friends at Mike Morgan Hyundai for loaning me this 24 Elantra for the day, and a special thanks to each and every one of you for being kind enough to take the time to watch and give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video and haven't subscribed to the Vehicle Visionary YouTube channel just yet, please consider doing so. And if you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I will see you there.